Ang una ko pong tatanungan para sa Airline Association of Air Carriers of the Philippines, ano ang paano po ninyo siniset ang presyo ng flights? Ilang porsyento ng inyong flights ang nakalaan para sa low cost slots? Mr. Jose Enrique Perez de Tagle.
Magandang umaga po, Honorable Senator and honorable members of this committee and fellow resource persons. So directly to answer your query, Mr. Senator, Mr. Chairman, we cannot actually explain as an association the way prices are set by the different airlines. But we can point to the fact that there are published fares that the airlines follow, which is a range from low to high, which gives each airline the ability to have a viable operation. But more generally, with your permission, Your Honor, we'd like to cite first of all our observation that overall domestic airline industry is doing well. The domestic traffic volumes are up over the past few years. In fact, in the year 2024, the industry more than made up for the reached well beyond pre-pandemic levels, because in 2019 there were about 29.5 million domestic passengers. Yung noong 2024 po, we were able to carry more than 32.1 million according to statistics from the CAB, most of which are carried by the 5 airlines in our association. So overall, that means it's a healthy industry, it's growing, there are affordable fares on various routes, and in fact, the airlines themselves have announced expansion by adding aircraft, expanding networks, and so on, and that is proceeding right now. However, po, going back to the issue of costs and all, there are structural cost pressures that the domestic airline industry faces, which are not even the case with international flights. And as you pointed out, well, we, the airlines, have to find a way to recover these costs as we operate. So for domestic sectors, we are faced with, of course, higher airport fees and taxes and charges that we have to overcome. And in particular routings, we of course face the issue of infrastructure limitations. Where by this I'm referring po to yung mga domestic airports which have limited runways, limited capacity, which require the airlines to operate turboprop aircraft, which are less efficient in terms of cost per seat. At the same time, they cannot even operate at full capacity kasi po may mga weather and payload restrictions on certain sectors. And some of these airports include important tourism hubs or destinations, katulad po ng Siargao at Basco, the two that you mentioned earlier. So those are structural cost pressures, and that is something that demands some long-term solutions. So we're really happy that this committee has come together to discuss this with the government authorities and all the other stakeholders, because this is a challenge that we must overcome together.